Alright, sick.
Guys, just so that you are all aware, those that are here on time, your qualifying lap will no longer be lap 1. It will be a random lap during your qualifying session. This is to avoid, especially Group B, having a cold car at the start. So your qualifying lap will be a random lap during your practice session. One lap which you will not be cold.
Brilliant.
Brilliant! This is great!
Oh, are you recording? Good, because last week it came out really quiet.
No, he didn't.
It did. My speech that I said to you was really quiet.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm doing it really loud. Got it?
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
Good.
And thank you for that intro. Here we are back again with another Brentwood Karting video. I'm going to take you straight on board with what I'm going to assume was probably my qualifying lap. As you heard from the start of that we've got one random lap during 8 minutes. That's going to be timed. This was my best lap that I thought. My car was only good in the middle sectors, so I had to truly utilise that to my absolute maximum. Pretty smooth so far. Making sure I'm hitting all my apexes left and right again. Staying nice and tight to that corner. Missing that tyre barrier sticking out on the track. Coming across the line, head down, it was very windy. Where is that going to put us? It's going to put us full. And for the kart that we had, was pretty fucking decent, won't lie. Zooming our way. Watch this tyre woman. Whew. Them rears are going to be toast. Absolute toast to the Y, to the toast B. Lining up on the grid, waiting for the rest of the other opponents, players connecting, waiting in the lobby. Everyone press A to ready up. Let's get this race going. Three red lights, away instantly. Gonna give myself a little boost there by jumping up. Doesn't actually do anything, but it felt like it did. We're already stuck on the outside, I'm just trying to squeeze to the inside. Very crucial that I get on the inside there, if not, I'm screwed. Get on the apex nicely, just keep holding the inside line, I'll eventually get the position, job done. Now we've got the top 3 in the 3 fastest straight line karts, and there's wee little Aaron, number 6, that's the best mid-speed out of all of them. So let's try and make it. Just cut myself off there, that was a bit peak. Alright, Samuel's already pulling out a gap here, 2nd and 3rd are really going to start defending. It's going to be a bit rough, not going to lie for them, as they're going to back them right up into me. Glance over the shoulder, no one's behind me. Even if there was someone behind me, I'm going to tell them to work with me and catch up to the pack ahead, which I'm presuming they do, as I don't need to go defensive there. Or Harry's going to look round the outside. Nothing's going to happen there, mate, so I wouldn't try going for that one. We're slowly gaining, slowly gaining here. All my time being gained through the middle part of all the corners. But I kind of lose my edge here in the straight. But as long as the wind is very strong, that's going to push them right back into me. As we can see, head down for that DRS. Human DRS. We are lightning in a straight line. They're battling a bit more. I'm going to get on that curve nicely. You're going to get on a second curve nicely. Swing out wide, throw it in, get on the apex. And we've already caught up by about half a tenth more. Easy stuff. Going to take a nice line through here, shallow, but keeping my revs up so I'm not losing too much speed. Getting a good exit out there is crucial. This is a long straight, so you absolutely need to maximise the fun out of that corner. Sitting into the slipstream a little bit more, as you see they've pulled away a little bit. They're going to start going defensive, and now I'm right in the battle. I'm going to take a similar defensive line myself, as I can hear the people behind me trying to get closer, and they're probably going to start looking for overtakes once we start bunching up. Try looking for the inside, so I'm going to swoop out and then maybe get a better line in the exit. Not going to happen. I'm going to ride the curb a little bit. Sitting there slipstream once again, watching them pull away. I was going to try and go for a cutback, come out wide and maybe throw it underneath. Didn't quite get it done, so that's going to put him to the outside. They're going to defend. I'm going to try and make the most of this. Look up the inside, so I'm not going to be there this time out. Heard someone's gonna look for a move behind me. Covered my inside quite well there, so job done. Now we're right onto the back of him. I need to get a really good exit coming out of this paddock bend here. He gets a little bit squirm on the inside, so I was going to look for the outside move like last week, but it just wasn't close enough for that to happen. Head down there again, try and minimise the damage is lost on the straight. I'm not dropping off too far, it's actually quite staying the same, which is decent. My brake a little bit later than me. Oh, I got too concentrated there myself there, I went a bit quiet. At this stage in the races, we're about 3 minutes in. There's still a long way left, so don't really need to do any sort of mega moves or anything too like compromising. Samuel's gone, like you can't even see him in the frame anymore. Oh, there he is, his little white helmet. Yeah, see you later, son. Nah, now the man in yellow's gonna go defend. I'm gonna look up the inside here and like get the move done almost. Coming into the Bubba's corner and I'll ride the curve, make sure I get the inside line a bit more. But he's still there, so I'm gonna have to try and hold it around the outside. But it's a good thing my car had good medium speed, middle corner speed, so managed to hold that position, and now we're on a hunt for second place. This is crucial because the man behind us, Harry, we were joint points coming into this race, so I need to make sure I finish in front of him every step. Looking over my shoulder, and Harry's going to sit behind us. We don't need to defend. We're going to try and catch up to second place there. I thought about going defensive there, but it was too late in the corner, so I just went for a normal line. We're closing in on second now. This is good. More points is going to give us a better chance and a better grid position in the A final. Coming fourth last week means I'm going to get no grid penalty, as the top three get penalties. First place gets 5, second place gets 3, and third gets 1. I got 4th, so I got 0. Who's the real winner then? Still the person that won because he got a trophy. Nevertheless, we've caught right out to the back of second place now. We can start thinking about an overtaking now. But he's going to be very defensive here as first place is completely gone in the distance. He's not even thinking about us anymore. He's thinking about the checkered flag. They keep second place, looking over his shoulder. He knows we're there. He's feeding the pressure of number 6, the almighty human DRS once again. We are absolutely zooming. Another look over the shoulder. We're trying to sort of swing it underneath. Maybe wasn't quite there. But I come out again, try and get a better line. Look for the overtake. I'm gonna get sent round the outside. Did not see that one. I'm gonna try and run him wide, just to back out, and so far he does. There was a bit of a bang, no clue what that was. Hopefully our car hasn't broke down again like last time, that would be rough. Seems like it's still working so far, so let's keep it up. Gonna get in that slipstream once again. He is at the front of the train, so he is getting all of the win. Still not close enough to make him go defensive, which is rough. But it's fine, we flew a long way down. We're just over halfway through the race. I clipped the wall. That's making me lose all of my momentum. It's going to pull away a bit more. Although creating a gap to him could be decent. I could back everyone else behind me into each other, and once they stop battling I could zoom off into the distance, catch up to second, overtake him again. But let's face it, that wasn't what I was thinking at the time, so let's do some more human DRS, try and gain on the mistake I just did. And that one mistake has caused such a big gap. It's going to take me a couple of laps undo it again. We're turning a bit too early once again. This was a bit less detrimental, but still, hitting that wall kills your momentum. Absolutely sucks it all away. Someone behind us getting an ABC, that's rough for them. You can really hear that wind. Second place tries going to the middle of the track to break the slipstream in hopes they'll have to stay for a tight line to the inside so no one else gets past me, but I try following him. Try and throw out wide. This time, no clip of the wall. Thank God for that. Look at the gap to the pack, the pack at the back. We have absolutely flew away from them. We are so much faster. Jesus. Coming through paddock bend once again. Still no closer than we was to the time before. How is this happening? Head down for human DRS once again. How many drinking game? Every time I say human DRS, take about 10 shots. See you in hospital, mate. We're gonna get absolutely sent there by Harry. Jesus. Absolutely throw it up or inside. We're gonna try and go for a returning dive, but it's not gonna happen. I have to give him the space on the inside. And there's gonna be someone else on the inside. Oh. Should have been defending that position there. We're going to hold it round the outside, get the apex, slow it down for the apex. Someone goes into the back of me there, which boosts me away. And I have to try and sit behind Harry here. Oh dear. What a move that was. Sensational. Someone would have been proud of that. Wasn't me at the time, I'll tell you that. Not close enough here to try and look for an overtake. He's going to sit in the middle of the track, so I can't really do all that much. Well, I didn't have the exit to shoot up the inside. Coming through with these bends one last time. Samuel's so far in front, he's already seen the checker flag. Crazy. And that's going to be us in full place. Wasn't the result we wanted. We finished behind who we didn't want to be behind. But oh well. Still a decent race nevertheless. Gonna put a thumbs up to him. Sick one, mate. Didn't appreciate that dive. What can I say? Oh, what's this? Second heat? I'm going the wrong way. Surely I haven't done that. I've been on the drinking game. Why am I going the wrong way? It's a reverse race. Whoa. Crazy stuff. Oh my god, Brentwood is so excited. Reverse track is actually pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I definitely prefer the normal way around, but it's nice. Problem is with reverse grip, the first corner gets very hectic. As it's a fast left hand corner, you can sometimes take it flat, although I don't feel like trying to take it flat is actually faster, because it's bad. Like, we're going to watch the green flag here. As soon as this wrist move, we're going to go on the throttle right away. We're going to jump. Everyone's jumping there. Jesus, we're all trying to get away. I have to slot into this gap here very quickly. Right, that's us into third place. And we look to the second apex. I didn't even know he was still there, so I was like, oh shit, sorry mate. Alright, here we are. The two people in front of us are very inexperienced on the reverse track, so that means we should theoretically, the theory word that's like ethically at the end, that one. Theoretically, that's the one. Anyway, get up to second place. I'm fast as fuck. Jesus Christ. After all them big science words, got to second place. Oh my. Alright, now here we are. The reverse track is very tight. Very like, don't brake. Either lift off the throttle or it's full power all the way around. Whoa, Sam's getting a little bit wide there. He's gonna get a little bit wide again, but my racing line's going to be a bit better than him, so I'm going to be constantly on his tail. It's up to him if he's going to defend or, you know, try and work, but he's leading, so he's not going to work together in the flyers. So that'll make the race a bit more interesting, I guess, if he's going to be defensive. So we're going to have to try and figure out a way first. I'm going to try and like, just sit behind him here. It's like the second lap of the race. I don't need to do anything crazy, but there is a big train behind me. It's from first to 10th. I think we are all like within a second. So one mistake and you're going to drop down the order. I'm going to look up the inside here, but I don't quite have the momentum, so I'm just going to back out a bit. And if someone's going to try around our outside and just clobber the side of us, so shake of the head there. A man was not happy with that one. So we're going to tuck back into the slipstream. Everyone behind us is going to start bump drafting me, so we're going to catch right back up again. The camera doesn't really show it all that well, but that corner was fast. Very, very quick. That very, very quick. I've been looking for an overtake here. Harry behind us is going to take an extremely wide line, swing it underneath, and he's going to get right underneath us. And this is what I mean. One overtake is going to be detrimental. Hear that, the sigh, the tilt of the head. We are fourth. One overtake put us down into fourth, crazy. And we're still on the outside. We're going to lose even more. Fifth, sixth. You can hear me, I'm fuming. I went from second to seventh in one lap. Yeah, seventh, crazy. I'm gonna try and look up the inside of Samuel here. He's gonna look up the inside of Harry. I'm gonna send him up the inside. I'm gonna give him a boost there, if anything. It wasn't Harry, sorry, it was Peter. Oh well. So we're down in seventh. Not the place I want to be, that's for sure. Alright, Sam's still up ahead. He's gonna start defending. That's gonna keep everyone nicely together. So I haven't really lost too much, I guess. Except it's just going to be very hard to get back up to where we were. Peter's going to go wide. I'm going to try and look for it, not quite. Look over the shoulder, there's still tons of karts around us. This grid is so compact. I was going to do the same move to Sam. Swoop out to the right, then throw it underneath. And that's going to be him. Now Sam's going to feel what it was like. You can see everyone. We're like a swarm of bees. Look at this, look how far he's dropping down. Once you're stuck on the outside, there is nothing you can do. Oh, I'm going to get smacked from behind. That's going to smack me into the back of the people in front. They're all going to get caught up on the curb. I'm going to try and look up the inside here. I just haven't got the momentum. I'm going to get squeezed out. Oh shit. Alright, we're going to slot behind. We are now 6th. Yeah, we're 6th now. Wow, we made a place. Sick one lap. Alright, now we're going to try and figure out damage control here. It's going to be a tough one, but it's a long race ahead, so should be alright. But it's tilted ahead. I tried telling him to work with me so we can try and catch up to people. Apologies. There's going to be a massive gaggle of people in front. I'm going to look up the inside. That one overtake I did to him, I tried jumping to give myself that extra boost of momentum, but then I'm going to get sent on the inside. Now we're going to go from 6th back down to 9th. We are sitting 9th now. Crazy. It's going to take one heck of a drive. Oh, we're going to drop down to 10th now. Oh, going to get pushed. Oh dear. I was so bad. I said, why are you defending? We're literally 9th and 10th. There's no need to defend. But the racing driver life. It's not really a racing driver life. Some people just don't get half as mad as I do. I'm just dumb. Alright. So we're sitting behind. We're gonna have to. We're losing time to the pack in front, which is awful. We're gonna have to ask for a miracle to try and get good points out of this one. So let's get our head down, even though, let's face it, we're going to go under him there, going to go right out, going to throw it underneath, mimicking what Harry did to us at the start of the race. So that's us now into 9th. Skip ahead, there's a massive pack in front of us. Jeez, Now we've caught right up to the back of these lads. They're all in single file. We are hot-headed, fast, and other objectives to describe myself at this point in time. We are rapid. Although we haven't got the slipstream or the bump draft of anyone, so we're going to drop quite significantly off on the straight there. The two in front of us, they're going to start dicing. This could be good for us. Red's going to go up the inside. Yellow's going to come for a turning swoop underneath. He's going to cut across him there, going to hit each other. They're going to go spinning around. That's 2 places gained for us. Now we're sitting 5th? Maybe I wasn't 10th. Oh well. We are now 5th and we've made up quite a lot of ground. Alright, so now we've got our boy Samuel ahead of us. Heat 1 winner. We're going to need to finish, definitely make sure to finish in front of him so we can have any chance to think about being on a high position for the final. Which, by the way, I did record. So that's another race that will come in another video. Yeah, what can I say, I'm gonna milk the content, but this is just to make this video not 30 minutes long. Alright, everyone's gonna get caught up on each other. I'm gonna look up the inside here. Didn't quite get the momentum, so I have to back out of that one. I'm going to try and follow in the slipstream here, try and gain maximum momentum over previous loss. The reverse track is very focused around the momentum. If you lose any of it, then you're going to drop right down. It needs to be flat out, all the way around. We're going to try and look up the inside here. Samuel's going to look up the inside of Harris. So I've just sent him through on an overtake. I'm going to come wide here, and then we'll just go under the curb. They both will go up on the curb, and that's going to be me up into 3rd place. We went from 9th/10th up into 3rd. Recoveries do happen. Never give up, no matter how much you tilt your head and say, oh my god. Stay calm, boys. Take a lesson from me. Don't throw your head up every 4 seconds. It just doesn't work, like, genuinely. Skipping ahead to the end of the race now. Quite a good recovery there. Now that tilt ahead was a good tilt ahead. It was like a... See? What can I say? Alrighty. Pulling into the pit lane. And that has been the heat for round 9. I will see you in the final, boys.